important night in the ACC, and nobody needs to tell the Wolfpack about that. NC State can tie a school record with another victory at Carter Finley while hosting this long-running rivalry that has seen the Pack and Wake Forest meet every year since 1910.
The environment out there is about to be live. Time to put on a show for them, show them exactly what they came here for.
Head coach Dave Doeren leading the Wolfpack out onto the gridiron tonight, getting them fired up like they need any more help. Taking on Wake Forest and what should be a dynamite matchup here tonight.
They have to execute, do their jobs, and if so, they'll like the result.
Talking with Tony Gibson this week, and he said, in no uncertain terms, we're looking for an early turnover from Hartman and company. Back to throw. Now flushed out of there, moving. He throws an interception. Picked off by Harris. Jakeem Harris, the free safety. An interception by the secondary of the Wolfpack. So run it again and dives ahead and picks up the first down. Done a midseason AP All-American. He's made 15 straight to try and get NC State on the board. And that one is off the post. So even when he catches a post, it's good.
Pretty sure he called glass, Dave.
Hartman hands off to him again, and again no room. Isaiah Moore came up to say hello. Third down, Hartman to be tested here. Looking for the end zone. Here they come again, and dragging him down once more, Isaiah Moore. Boy, he has been outstanding here in the early going.
NC State has basically blitzed on nearly every play.
First and goal at the 1 yard line, and on 3 plays, they lost 16 yards. So now we'll see how the true freshman Morris reacts. 3rd and 13 for the true freshman. Trying to show off that arm down the center of the field, and a diving effort at a catch is made. A spectacular play by Keon Lassane as he laid out for that on a great ball by Morris. So another first down for NC State. And the fire to the end zone, and a touchdown. He caught it. A sensational play by Lassane again. Boy, what a drive he had.
All I want to say is thank God, man.
That is a rifle strike from 12 yards and a touchdown.
And how about that for getting your quarterback into a rhythm?
Hartman with pressure. Can't get away, and down he goes. He is stopped by Drake Thomas. It's going to be chased, and down he goes again. No place to hide, and he's going to lose 4 yards. And Gibson is rather excited. Allen in the backfield. Nice opening there. And picks up big yards. Nice first down gain.
Is along the offensive line. I mean, they are big, they're strong, they're experienced. They're doing a good job of creating space for these NC State backs.
And Morris with some time. Now on the move. Throws to the corner of the end zone, and a touchdown. That one caught by Darryl Jones from 13 yards, a touchdown for the Pack.
That MJ Morris has settled down, and he is playing football. The game, he's seeing it now.
And the true freshman taking the snap. Rifles that one, and it's caught. And getting inside the 5 yard line and complete to Devin Carter for the Wolfpack, trying to punch it in. Morris looking for the end zone, and a battle for it, and a touchdown, as that one is caught by Darryl Jones.
And a great throw by MJ Morris.
The Pack D looking for another meaningful stop. Hartman throwing, and it's picked off. Another interception, this one by Fagan.
Wherever the ball at, we're going to be at.
So Christopher Dunn on to kick. His long this year's 53. This will be 51. This kick in the air, it is on the way, and that is beautiful. NC State trying to put the hammer down at home. Pressure, Hartman going down again as he is sacked by Thomas. As we get the 4th underway, Hartman looking downtown, throwing, and another interception. This one's going to be picked up by NC State's Aiden White.
Every time he beat me in man, he kept the book. That's what it is.
It's another impressive win at home by the Wolfpack.
In fact, it is 16 in a row here at Carter Finley, and your final score tonight, 30-21 NC State. So they have tied a school record.
One with Wolfpack is sponsored in part by Coca-Cola. Is Coca-Cola Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself.
I need to try it first.
We come from different places to experience a piece of history and leave our own mark on the storied fairways of number 2.
All right, Mr. Wolf, you're all set. Complete perimeter protection installed, activated, and monitored 24/7.
Rivalries happen, but no matter who you root for, we can all identify with the best in smart home security. CPI Security. Identify yourself.
It's Ford Truck Month. America, you know what to do. Now's the time to get after the best deals on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, 45 years straight. Also, great offers on Ford Ranger and Ford Maverick. Ford Truck Month is here, so let's get after it. Place your order for a 2023 F-150 and lock in 2.9% APR for 60 months. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
I need to try it first.
One with Wolfpack is sponsored in part by Carolina Ford Dealers, proud sponsor of NC State Athletics.
Yeah, it was fun, man. I mean, the way the team fed each other throughout the evening, you know, offense, time of possession, staying on the field, getting big plays at key moments. Keon's catch to kind of get the thing rolling was huge. You know, the 7.5-minute drive on offense, 15 plays for a touchdown in the third quarter was huge. Defense, 3 takeaways, a goal line stand that led to a missed field goal. Yeah, I mean, that was epic. Isaiah Moore, 3 straight tackles in their backfield during that goal line stand. So it was like the captain saying, not on my watch, you know. And Chris Dunn making field goals, Colin Smith kicking touchbacks, Caden Incaster, his first game punting his butt off, Julian Gray, some good kickoff returns. So it was really a team effort, and it was fun. It was the most fun I've probably had coaching a game in a while.
Got to be a very satisfying win for Dave Doeren at NC State against a longtime rival.
You know, I'm just genuinely in the moment and proud of Coach Gibson. Called a great game, and he's down there and you know, feeling his enthusiasm. And we're no different than players. Like, we're still in the game, you know, and emotional as heck about the whole thing. And so, yeah, to see the final piece of that come together at the end and know that they had no timeouts and time was ticking off the clock and all that, man, I mean, yeah, I think when you can be that guy for them, if my energy gives them energy, then great, you know. But for me, I'm just trying to be in the moment as much as I can and be myself for the players.
Clock down to 2 as he takes the snap. Trying to show off that arm down the center of the field, and a diving effort and a catch is made. A spectacular play by Keon Lassane.
Coach Beck deserves a lot of credit for getting a guy ready this early in his career, and MJ deserves a lot of credit for his coachability. You know, the way he can take knowledge from the classroom or meeting room down to the practice field, and the enthusiasm and confidence that he can perform those things at. And I think he knows what to do because he prepares well. And he's made mistakes in games too. He's just not costing us with turnovers there. And that's awesome that he's taking care of the ball that way.
Hartman takes the snap. He has time. He fires over the middle. It's intercepted at the 20-yard line by Cyrus Fagan. Up the left side of the 40, to the 45, to the 50-yard line. Cyrus Fagan with a big interception. Sam Hartman throws his second pick.
Yeah, I mean, I think Wake was averaging 48 points a game, and so held them to half their total, which is huge. You know, anytime you can do that, especially this far into the season, you know that those are real stats. That's against real competition, not just a preseason game, you know, and they deserve a lot of credit. The staff gave them a great game plan. Coach Gibson called an aggressive plan and mixed it up well and adjusted throughout the game. And the players took the adjustments to the field and made plays for them. It's about responding. So like, hey, they scored on our defense. Get on the headset with the offense. All right, boys, it's our turn to respond. Let's go down there and get a touchdown here. Let's get a score, get the momentum back. And the response is always, yes, sir, we're on this, man. We got it. You know, and those guys, they understand, you know, when it's time. And it was 3rd and 12 after one of those drives, and we needed a play, and that was when we threw the post to Keon. Like, man, did we need that play right there? That was huge. And then Keon has the touchdown the same drive, you know. So, yeah, I think the back and forth element is definitely part of a good game. Like, I knew it was going to be that kind of game, man. I mean, that's how it is every year with Wake.
15th play of this drive for the Wolfpack, trying to punch it in. Morris looking for the end zone, and a battle for it, and a touchdown, as that one is caught by Darryl Jones for 6 points.
Great throw by MJ Morris. Back shoulder throw, an accurate throw.
It's electric, you know. I mean, that's what you hope for every week as a coach. Like that, what a great advantage. And it hurt them. And they had 9 penalties to our 6 because of the crowd noise. And I know that was a part of their procedural penalties they were having. And I think sometimes, you know, as a fan, you lose sight of how important your positivity can be to an 18-year-old, 19-year-old's mindset. Like when they're behind us and you feel that, like that push to win. And so I think what they did this weekend was everything I've been asking for, man. It was awesome.
Well, we've been playing football at NC State for 130 plus years. And so to be in a category that's a legacy item for this team, I wanted Isaiah Moore and Grant Gibson and these guys that I love so much to have their name on that, you know, so super proud of them.
This segment of One with Wolfpack is sponsored in part by Coca-Cola. We're talking special teams today with NC State punter Shane McDonough, who transferred in from Towson, but before you got here, there was a connection you had from Marshall that kind of led you to here.
Yes.
Todd Goebel was at Marshall when you were there.
Yes.
And you got the phone call from him. How did that work out?
So after our final game of the season at Towson, I entered the transfer portal, and within the first day I got a phone call from Todd Goebel, and I still had his contact saved as I did when I was at Marshall. And so I just saw it and I was like, wow, like what's going on here? Picked him up, and they were talking, saying that Trenton might leave to the NFL and that they're gonna need a guy. So, and then from there we just started talking about getting a visit, getting on campus, and the rest kind of just took care of itself.
Take us through the process of when you trot onto the field, say you're gonna punt this way, and you run onto the field. What are the first things you try to look for or look at?
First we get the call, and from the call tells us how we're gonna punt, where I'm gonna align at, what direction I wanna punt at. So I'll make sure I get the call. First thing I do is obviously find 15 yards from where the spot of the ball is. I try to look, see where the returner is gonna line up at, see if he's gonna be straight on, outside. And then from there, I'll try to pick out a target point of where I wanna aim this punt at. And then I'll usually get a feel for the wind, if there's wind.
You do the old golf, pull the grass?
Yeah, especially on the pooch punts. I'll pick up a grass and just let it go, see what I'm working with. And from there, sometimes I'll try to line up and play mind games with the returner, kind of show like I'm gonna punt here and not. But yeah, then from there, it's just muscle memory takes over.
So the first thing, I'll be the snapper, so to speak. I'll be the false snapper, so back up just a little bit. I guess the first thing you have to do is catch it.
Yes.
And then from there, it's the drop. Take me through the process of catching it.
So when you catch it,
You notice the seams are up, by the way.
Yeah, luckily I caught it with the seams up, but usually the first thing you want to do is catch it and mold it, and that's spinning it to the same alignment every time. So once you get to that alignment, it's all about taking calculated short steps and then just making sure the drop is flat and it's tilted slightly in. because if you straighten it out or you tilt it too far in, you're not going to hit the sweet spot. And from there, you just want to drop it so it kind of stays frozen in the air and just floats.
And I did notice a lot in practice, you practice your drop.
Yes.
Whether you punt it or not, you're practicing your drop.
Yes, that's the key thing to punting, is catching and dropping it. And then after that, the swing is all muscle memory based pretty much.
Now there's a different punt that you guys execute as well called the pin punt. Some call it the pooch punt. How is that drop and hold a little different?
So this one is you want to drop it nose down so you hit the sweet spot down here. And on this punt, a normal punt, you drop it up here, try to make contact right around your knee. But on these punts, you want to drop it low and make contact lower to the ground so you can get distance and power behind it. So from here, it depends. If you want a high, short one, you'll drop it with the nose facing completely. But if you want to get more distance, you'll kind of expose the sweet spot.
All right, so let's drop down and do another thing that you do here. And you're a holder.
Holding, yes.
Yeah, so is there a specific positioning that you like? Or?
So we'll walk out with Chris, and we always find a little, probably around 7.5 yards is where the spin of Joe's snap matches with me. So we try to get the exact distance and catch at the same spot every time for the laces to be out. So we'll find that range, and if we're offset a little on a hash, we offset, we'll go a little closer just based off the spin of the ball. So we'll find 7.5 yards. Chris will find a piece of grass that he likes, a good area. And then from there, I'll mark my spot, and then I'll get into my stance. I like personally to put it, like some people will hold back here. I personally like to be in front so there's not as much time. Ball gets down faster for Chris. So there, and if there's any debris or anything, Chris will let me know, and I'll try to tap it down for him. And then from there, I just make sure I have my spot at straight. I'll look back for his signal, and then from there, I just say go, snap it.
Bad snap.
Yeah. And then from there, it's almost like an instinct thing. You catch it, you'll feel the laces, and from there, you'll just know whether to spin it, or the best case scenario is you just catch it and put it down and just let Chris do his thing.
So I'm no Shimko, so that was a bad snap, so we got to do one more. One more for the...
Set.
Better snap?
Yes, much better.
All right, I feel much better. Appreciate your time, Shane.
No problem.
Appreciate all you do. Special player on special teams. Glad to have him with the Pack.
Thank you. Go Pack.
One with Wolfpack is sponsored in part by North Carolina's electric cooperatives, powering a brighter future for the people and communities we serve.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
We come from different places to experience a piece of history and leave our own mark on the storied fairways of number 2.
From protecting your teeth and gums, to restoring your smile, to sponsoring your local team, Tar Heel Periodontics is the premier periodontal practice of the Triangle community. Our team of highly skilled doctors provide dental care as individual as you are, working with you to build a personalized treatment plan to create the beautiful, healthy smile of your dreams. With offices conveniently located across the Triangle and Central North Carolina, you're never far from the Tar Heel Periodontics family. Visit our website or call now.
It's Ford Truck Month. America, you know what to do. Now's the time to get after the best deals on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, 45 years straight. Also, great offers on Ford Ranger and Ford Maverick. Ford Truck Month is here, so let's get after it. Place your order for a 2023 F-150 and lock in 2.9% APR for 60 months. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
This film study is brought to you by Lenovo, smarter technology for all.
Welcome back to another session of Film Study. I'm Mike Glennon, and we are joined today by the ACC Linebacker of the Week and fellow Virginia native Isaiah Moore. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, man, glad to be here.
And it looks like you guys went into this week with the mindset that you guys were going to pressure Sam Hartman. Was this something that was a point of emphasis throughout the week?
Yeah, for sure. You know, we understood, with the slow mesh concept, the Wake Forest runs need to speed up his decision time a little bit. So bringing pressure and giving them different looks and getting them to hold that ball a little bit was definitely the key.
All right, now let's look at some of your top plays and some of these pressures that you guys put on this Wake Forest offense.
Let's do it.
Talk about right here. So we're going to get into all the pressures you guys brought, but right here, you're more in coverage. What are you doing right here? Are you spying the quarterback? Are you reading his eyes? What exactly is going on?
Yeah, I'm actually man on the back. We're bringing the field pressure. I see the back pick him up. I start to add, but then I see Hartman's eyes bring it back to the boundary side of the field. He tried to get in that throwing lane. Was able to make a play on the ball.
And right here, now you are the one doing the blitzing. You are blitzing this running back. It almost looked like there was times where you guys were just trying to blow up the running back more than even get pressure on Sam. Was that just driving the running back into Sam Hartman? Was that something you guys talked about?
Yeah, with the slow mesh, Hartman, he'd like to sit behind that back a lot, so we knew if we could blow up the running back, we could really, get that running back right in his face, and we could bring pressure with the running back's body rather than our own body.
Right, and even though you don't cause the sack here, I think the credit is to you for this incompletion. If it weren't for you driving that running back into Sam Hartman, you look at how uncomfortable he is, throwing off his back foot, kind of falling back. That's all because you were able to get that pressure on the running back.
And it was a great rush by Peyton as well, on the guard, beating that guard. Hartman feels that too, and then the guy was straight in the front. We did a great job playing team defense right here, and it was great coverage by Aiden in the top of the screen, covering the receivers. So yeah, it's just great team defense by us right here.
First and goal on the 1 yard line, early in the game. Penetrate the gap. Talk about what you are doing here. What's your responsibility?
So this is actually a play that they scored on us, last year. So this is a big point of emphasis throughout the week. That when they got down to the goal line, we knew what play they were going to run. My gap is the B gap right here, and coach said if you see it, just shoot it. And I shot it. Drake shot his gap off the edge. He has this D gap outside the tight end. We both just were able to get through, get some penetration, and make a play on the ball carrier.
So how much do you guys go back and watch last year's film versus what they did this year?
Oh, we watched it at least probably 3, 4, 5 times, man. Just understanding who we're playing against.
And I think that's huge that they're on the 1 yard line here. You knock them back. Use what you guys learned from last year. To go back, I think that's what the fans don't realize is how much preparation goes out. But then you're actually on the field going, remembering, okay, this is what they did last year, and this is how we're going to stop it.
Yep.
All right, now this is what I really love. 3rd and 8 in the goal line, around the goal line. People love to run cover 0 because it forces a quarterback to get the ball out of his hands quick. Tell everyone what you're doing right here. Your eyes are on this running back. So what happens when he blocks?
Yes, I'm man on the back. As soon as he blocks, I know it's a green dot situation. We need to get this ball out fast. So I see him block Drake right here, and I just try to add on to him. I see Hartman's not looking. I just go straight to him and was able to make a play.
And for whatever reason, to the fans out there, I don't know why it is, but in my world, when a linebacker blitzes, it's called a dog. Is that what you guys call it? A dog? I don't know why, but it's called dog. So I think this is incredible that you more than likely he's going to be able to in pass protection, so you're going to be able to come free.
Yeah, you just understanding how many people we're bringing. We're bringing 6, 7 right here, and they're releasing the tight end. So the running back has to stay in. He has to block somebody. So I knew from that point that I was going to have a free running the quarterback to be able to make a play.
And I've been on the receiving side of this. What is it like when you know you have a free shot on the quarterback?
Oh man, just running through there, man. It's amazing, man. You just hope he holds on to the ball long enough that you can get there.
That's it for today. Thanks for joining us, Isaiah. And we'll be back next week for another session of Film Study.
One with Wolfpack is sponsored in part by Coca-Cola. Is Coca-Cola Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself.
I need to try it first.
From protecting your teeth and gums, to restoring your smile, to sponsoring your local team, Tar Heel Periodontics is the premier periodontal practice of the Triangle community. Our team of highly skilled doctors provide dental care as individual as you are, working with you to build a personalized treatment plan to create the beautiful, healthy smile of your dreams. With offices conveniently located across the Triangle and Central North Carolina, you're never far from the Tar Heel Periodontics family. Visit our website or call now.
Mr. Wolf, you're all set. Complete perimeter protection installed, activated, and monitored 24/7.
Rivalries happen, but no matter who you root for, we can all identify with the best in smart home security. CPI Security. Identify yourself.
It's Ford Truck Month. America, you know what to do. Now's the time to get after the best deals on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, 45 years straight. Also, great offers on Ford Ranger and Ford Maverick. Ford Truck Month is here, so let's get after it. Place your order for a 2023 F-150 and lock in 2.9% APR for 60 months. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
I need to try it first.
This segment of One with Wolfpack is sponsored in part by Town Properties.
Special group of guys, like not just as athletes and players, going through tough times together, to rebuilding our culture, to rebuilding our talent, to developing all the different things we've done together. I mean, they're great football players, they're great human beings, they're gonna be friends for life. I mean, these are really good people. And I'm gonna miss them, man. So, you know, I'm doing everything I can, our staff's doing everything they can. We wanna send them out, you know, with everything we got. You know, they're gonna hear the fans, they're gonna see their family on the field, and it's surreal. I mean, even though I played at little old Drake University, I remember senior day. On game day, just kind of get out of their way, man. You know, let them go be with their parents.